Hello my dears, and welcome to my channel. As always, I am very happy and grateful that you chose to spend your time with me, and the ways you can support my channel: like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe so I can appease the mighty algorithm and be seen by more people, or click the notification bell of when you want to be notified of when a new video comes out. And I hope that you are all doing well, but if not, I hope things will get better for you soon. But in the meantime, join me in meeting the Game of Thrones Tarot. And this was created by Liz Dean and illustrated by Coss. And it was published by Chronicle Books and released March 20th of 2018. It's been around for a while, and at that time it retailed for $24.95. And Liz has completed other decks: Earth Blessings Oracle, the Tarot of the Heart, and Victoria Steampunk. And the box itself is 6 inches height, 7.25 across, and the width is 1.60. And the title is only on one side. And as you can see, you can't really see them, but these are the sigils of the houses on the side. They're kind of faint. They have a little bit more visible on that side. Okay, and on the back, we have Explore Game of Thrones with this beautifully rendered and wholly original tarot card deck. Includes a 78 card deck and a hardcover guidebook. And then you have your teaser cards. And then it just opens very nicely. And you have your two sides. You have the ribbon that pulls open the cards themselves, and then you have the hardcover guidebook, which we will explore afterwards. And this does come out. If it starts to, rip and tear and stuff, you can remove that. Alright. And the cards themselves are the same size as the Rider-Waite. And if you're curious about which one I'm using, I will be using the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot, which you can acquire through US Game Systems Incorporated. Alright, so when I do a tarot video, I basically do a side-by-side comparison. So let's start off with, and reversals will not be revealed. So let's go ahead and explore this. So we have Tyrion, and Littlefinger. And let me know in the comments if you agree with the choices they made, or you don't like the choices, or you would change something. And the High Priestess is just the Priestess with Melisandre. And then we have Daenerys Targaryen as the Empress. Jon Snow is the Emperor. Then we have Lord Varys as the Hierophant. And Jon and Ygritte as the Lovers. Dragon Brienne. We have Bran. And then we have the houses of Stark, Baratheon, Targaryen, and Lannister as the wheel. Then we have Stark, Eddard Stark, and we have the Bolton symbol. Arya as death. Yeah, Samwell. And we have a goofy looking Ramsay Bolton. Yeah, this one, I can't help it. It's goofy looking. But that's just my opinion. And then we have the tower at Winterfell where Bran got pushed out. And there's his little direwolf. I'm waiting for him. And then we have Sansa. Hall High of the Eyrie, the Moon Door. We have young Drogo, and the Night King. And then we have the map of Westeros. And then we have the house sigils again. Right. And we have the cups. Then for the court cards, we have a Bran as the page, and we have Loras Tyrell as the knight, and then we have Sansa as the queen. Then we have a Jon Snow as the King of Cups. Okay. Alright. We have the wands, which have been renamed the spears. Yeah, the one thing I don't like about this deck is that they used a lot of the same characters, and there are so many characters they could have used for this deck, because the Game of Thrones world is pretty big, and for whatever reason they decided to use some of the same characters more than once. And for the court, we have the Unsullied as a page. We have a Jaime as the knight. We have Dany again. As the queen, and then we have Ned again as the King of Wands. Okay. And then we have the swords. And this one's the sad one. This is Rob's direwolf when he was caged before the Red Wedding. I think that broke a lot of people. They were not expecting that. For the court cards, we have the Sons of Harpy, one of them. Then we have Ramsay again as the knight. Cersei is the queen. And the Night King again as the King of Swords. Alright. And then lastly, we have the Pentacles, which have been renamed as the Coins. I think this is an okay deck. It's a collectible deck too, if you are into Game of Thrones. I mean, I would never discourage anybody from buying a deck. Never. That is a personal thing. And it's up to you if you connect with the deck or not. And it is your money after all. You earned it. So, you know, spend it however you feel. Alright, so court cards, Tyrion again. Lady Brianna again as the knight. And Lady Olenna Tyrell as the queen. And Littlefinger again as the King of Coins. Okay, that is the deck itself. And I am not crazy about the cardstock. I don't like the cardstock. I don't know if you can see the pattern. The material, I'm not a fan of the material at all, but you may like it, I don't know, but it is bendy, it's flexible, and it should last you, but I just don't like the lines that go into the cardstock. I don't know what that's called. If somebody knows what style of cardstock that is, please leave a comment. All right, let's go into the hardcover guidebook. It says by Liz Dean, and it's 106 pages. And then you go into copyright, and then you have the contents, and then introduction. This talks a little bit about tarot. And just a little bit about the deck itself. And how to use this book and deck. I always consider these suggestions. Preparing for a reading, shuffling and choosing your cards. A little information, then tip. If you know nothing about tarot, little tips about that. Reading reversed cards, reading intuitively, and now the reading has ended. And these are not set in stone. You can do however you please. And we have some spreads. We have the past, present, and future. The Red Keep. Old Gods of the North. The Faith of the Seven. I drink and know things. Spread of the Maesters. And then we go into the Major Arcana. And we have a black and white picture of the card, the title, and the number, key meanings, and then basically just talks about the character and the card, and an upright meaning and a reversal meaning. And that's basically everything for the major cards. And then if we flip through to the minors, and then it goes into the suits, a little bit of information about the different suits, and we have the swords, and basically it's smaller, which is pretty typical. They spend a lot more time on the major because the major cards represent major events. And then we have the title of the card, key meanings, uprights, and reversals. And go through that. And we have the next suit, cups. And it gives you a little blurb on the side. I don't know if you can see that, but it just basically tells you the character in the card. Yeah. And like this one is the aftermath of Jon Snow's assassination by the Brothers of the Night Watch at Castle Black. So it gives you a idea of the card. And then we have the cups and the spears. And then we have the coins. And then we have an acknowledgement page. And that's pretty much it for the guidebook. Alright, so shuffling. Because it's pretty flexible bendy, shuffling should not be an issue if you can shuffle the regular size tarot. Should not be an issue for you. You can shuffle that way. You can do the overhand. I think it's rifle shuffling is what they call the first shuffle that I did. Or you can do the side shuffle. Some people like to do side shuffle. Or you can spread your cards out like a fan and pick it that way. Sometimes you can't shuffle any other way except for the fan. Arthritis or whatever, you hurt your hand, or you did something to your fingers, cut them or something like that, and it hurts. So however way you choose. All right, let's see what card wants to come forth and give somebody out there a message. Ace of Coins. And that is the Ace of Pentacles. And that's what it looks like. All right. Ace of Coins. The iron coin given by Arya Stark by, oh man, I cannot pronounce his name, Jaquel, one of the faceless men of Bravos. The coin and words, Valo Morgo, I'm sorry, I'm butchering that. I cannot remember what the saying is, to ensure her safe passage. I'll probably remember it after the video, how to pronounce it. But the key meanings: beginnings, prosperity, winning, business, property. Upright meaning: this ace symbolizes money, success, or other achievements. You may receive money via new work, or receive a windfall or a gift that will sustain you in your future goals. Additional meanings include a new property, founding a new enterprise, and a stable relationship. Overall, the card reveals financial security and contentment. If it was reversed, it can show a false start. You may not get the work or investment you expect, or you may not be paid for the work that you do. Additional meanings include materialism and financial mistakes, so it might be best to avoid making money decisions just now. All right, so that is pretty much it for this deck. I have obtained the House of the Dragon Tarot, and I will be doing that next. So if you want to see that deck, because it's very newly released, and if you want to see that deck next, it'll be on my next video coming out. But that is it for this deck. Let me know what you thought of it. What are your thoughts? If you did buy it, how's it working out for you? If you bought it and you were like, no, I don't like this deck, but I'm keeping it, that's fine too. If you passed on it, let me know your reasons for doing so. And like I said previously, let me know what you thought of their choices for the cards, if you agree or disagree, or what you would have done differently. All right, once again, thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I hope that you will join me with a future video. But until next time, take care and goodbye, my dears.